Aloha, everyone, and welcome back to the penultimate episode of Modern Family Season 1, Hawaii. That's episode 123, and it was spectacular. This is the first time that I ever traveled for a job. This is the first time I ever went to Hawaii. The whole show, with the exception of one scene, maybe two, we'll get into it, was shot at the Four Seasons in Maui. That's the nicest place I'd ever stayed. It was a dream come true. It was fantastic from start to finish, and it was a great episode to boot. So I remember so much. I remember a lot of personal stuff, golfing at a PGA level golf course. I remember just the absolute beauty of Hawaii. I got to go out into the ocean at night and sink my head in and hear whale song, which was phenomenal. I mean, a lot of firsts on this episode and just a lot of amazing memories and an amazing journey. The episode itself, this was the episode that I think we quote unquote finally got rid of Fake Baby. By this time, Fake Baby was looking pretty ragged. So we'll get into that when it happens. It was retired, I think, this after this episode, or maybe after the next episode, but it was the end of that. And I remember the storylines. I remember the rain. There was rain showers that come in. I remember Sophia had a wonderful reading that I just thought was brilliant with Lily in the elevator. So I remember a very good amount about it. So let's get into it. Let's start watching it, and we'll take this journey together, okay? Let's take a look at episode 123, Hawaii. All right. Right. Do. All right.
Aloha, Lily.
Aloha. There's Doggy, like always.
Doggy was blocking your face.
Go back. No.
We're not doing it a third time.
There she is, the prettiest white woman on Maui. My lady. Actually, Claire and I were supposed to go to Hawaii for our honeymoon. But
you'll notice they're wearing the same costumes.
I got pregnant with Haley.
My bad.
That was good. You'll notice they're wearing the same costumes as episode 122 because we were at the airport that whole time. So everybody is in, when they're debarking from the van, everybody is still in the same wardrobe from the previous episode, which you don't see. I don't know if you ever see again in Modern Family, to be truthful.
We didn't even have a proper wedding. We just went down to the courthouse on a Tuesday.
The judge sentenced me to life with no chance of parole.
You begged me to marry you.
It's true, I did. Hello, hold on, my bride. Allow me. Oh.
What are you doing?
Being romantic.
I love that she's just
Go on. Okay.
planking in his arms.
Let's turn this vacation into a honeymoon.
Sweet Pea, I'm a mom traveling with my kids. For me, this is not a vacation. It's a business trip. Let's go.
Sweet Pea. I love that. That's an actual joy thing. Look at that view.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful. Aloha. Oh. Welcome to the Four Seasons Maui.
What do you think, Manny?
I'm home.
Yeah, you could always. This would be Manny's dream hotel.
I can't believe we have our own hotel room. Score, there's an iron in here. Don't you want to keep our room neat? You know, in case we entertain. Who would we entertain?
I noticed some lovely tweens down by the kids' club. Maybe we can find a nice spot near them by the pool and send over a couple of virgin Mai Tais. They may be interested in two sophisticated men like us.
I am a bathroom Martian. Beep, boop, boop. I am from the nebula of the great toilet. Beep, boop, bop.
I want the biggest cheeseburger you got. Instead of salad, I want fries. Instead of fruit, I want chili fries.
Haley, sweetie, put the phone down and put on some sunscreen.
Got
You've got to stay on these kids all day or else they're gonna burn.
Totally.
Honestly, they put on the littlest bit of sunscreen in the morning. They think it's got them covered. Are you watching Gloria in my sunglasses?
Is she moving in slow motion, or is my brain doing now?
Phil, this is important.
Go ahead, I'm listening. Hey, everybody.
Glistening genius. This was the first time that I remember fitting our cast for sunglasses. Had him in sunglasses in other episodes. That was probably just from our kit, something that we had on us. But I remember, since we knew we were going to Hawaii and we had a little time, we actually fit our cast for sunglasses, which means that we got trays and trays, and then let all the cast pick out 2 or 3 options, and then we got doubles of the option. We narrowed it down, we picked the option, and then we got doubles of it so that everybody had sunglasses on this trip. And those sunglasses we used for a decent amount of time, probably I want to say at least another season, if not 2, before switching out, because some of them were kind of specific to here, but a lot of times we just got a lot of good use out of them. Also,
We're on our way to see
we'll
the world's
see.
largest banyan tree. Does anybody want to come?
Banyan
Now,
tree.
why in the
Even
hell
Lily.
would anyone want to leave paradise, take a hot bus ride to see a tree?
Is that Steve in the
Great thing
background?
about Cameron is that he's
might have been.
adventurous, like I am.
That might have been
we both
Levitan
like to
in the
immerse
background,
ourselves
our
in the
creator.
culture and really get to know the
I
locals.
didn't get a chance to
We've
see.
made friends all over the world. We're still in touch with Ilunga, a man we met on safari in Tanzania.
We actually send him all of our old clothes.
Frankie, say relax.
He was a very nice man when we met him, but based on his recent letters, I have a small fear he's become a warlord.
I'm gonna go to the
so
gym to
good.
work out a little bit. You wanna come with me?
I just ordered an extra long straw to avoid accidentally doing a sit-up. Hey, look at this. My brother. What's up, jackass?
Happy birthday, you dumb son of a bitch.
Birthday's tomorrow, moron.
I never understood this relationship.
So, 63, right?
Hey, you can count.
You know Dad was 63 when he died.
Huh?
Hello?
Thanks for reminding me.
All right, so Jay has a brother. But we don't see him until I want to say it's Musical Man that we see him in. What is it? Yeah, it is Musical Man, right? Yeah. I'm pretty sure. And that's played by the actor from Breaking Bad, whose name escapes me at this moment. Who is that? What is his name? Jonathan Banks. That's his name. So Jonathan ends up coming in and playing Jay's brother in, I believe, his first appearance is in Musical Man. But this is not his voice. So this is a voice by a different actor. I wonder if they credited him here. They did not. Not in the IMDb. Not, at least not that I can see in the IMDb right here. So, not Jonathan, though, at this time. I don't know who did the voiceover for this.
Don't worry. He never took care of himself. Ate like crap and drank too much. Anyway, Irene's begging me for...
Hey, Gloria, wait up. I'm coming.
Hey, hi.
Hi.
So,
As
I
you can
was
see,
thinking we book
Haley all on her
couples
cell phone
massage.
all the time.
I accidentally looked.
And you can see Alex in the pool in the background. This is where my sweet little angel, Ariel, learned to swim. She did not know how to swim. So me and Josh taught her to swim in the pool while we were in Hawaii. That's where she learned. And she picked it up incredibly fast. Incredibly fast. She was a very quick learner. On a different episode, I taught her how to ride a bike in a later episode. I can't remember what episode that is, but when we get to it, maybe it'll jog my memory, and we'll talk about it then. Me pushing her around the outside of the soundstage, teaching her how to ride a bike. But yeah, this is where Ariel learned to swim. What a magical place to do it.
In on one. They seemed really relaxed until they noticed me.
Haley, that's enough. Get off the phone. Hey, Luke, pull up your trunks.
This bathing suit looks great on you.
Thanks, sweetie. Haley, come on. Off the phone.
No way. Kira got her hair straightened.
Claire, Consider this a grand gesture of my love.
What are you? Oh my God!
Yep.
What did you do?
Phil, what are you thinking? That is an expensive cell phone.
It's just the beginning. Buckle your seatbelt, lady. You're being wooed.
Wooed.
In nature, fathers are known to eat their young. Is it because they're delicious? No.
Yeah.
It's
I
because
got to
they
go
wanna
into
give
the
their female
pool to get that cell phone in
bear,
return.
giraffe, what have you, the honeymoon they never had. Just to be clear, I'm not condoning
was a hard
eating your
job.
kids, but I sure as heck know why giraffes do it.
What?
Come on, Sleepy.
Hi, Jay.
Come on, honey. Get out of bed. I just booked us on an outrigger.
Babe, it's your birthday. You don't want to sleep in. Come on.
No, I just came from the gym. Guess how much I benched?
No, 500 pounds.
500 pounds. What am I, a forklift?
To tell you the truth, that call from my brother scared the hell out of me.
Oh,
I decided to get in better shape quick. Didn't want to end up like my old man. Although he did die doing what he loved, refusing service to hippies who came into his store.
Manny's the worst roommate ever. Everything he finds, he folds.
Sweetie, it's only for a few more days.
Last night, we had a fire drill. Not the hotel, just us. Hi, guys.
This is
So, what's today's big adventure?
this is where they go to the
Kids wanna
adults
go
only
with
pool,
you?
which is
Well,
genius.
It is a big one, the Lavender Ranch, where they grow 45 different varieties of lavender.
Yep.
Hear that,
Look at a
kids?
beautiful little
45
brochure that we
different
made up.
Varieties. Yeah, I can't sell that. Go with God.
Oh, well, more lavender for us.
When Mitchell and I first met, I may have exaggerated my interest in adventurous travel by implying that I had any. But it's one of the things he loves most about me, and I can't tell him the truth now. It would be like Lewis telling Clark that he didn't like to walk. Side note, we're very good friends with a couple named Lewis and Clark. Clark bought a big sparkly belt in New Orleans that he calls his Louisiana Purchase.
What a great
Mom,
setup.
Haley keeps
I mean, it
stealing
takes a
my
little while to get to
All
that
my
joke, you
music
know what
is
I
on
mean?
my
But it's
phone. What else am I
perfect.
supposed to do?
It's
Manny
still
watches
wonderful.
the news. You guys don't even watch the news.
Aloha. Hi, sorry folks. This pool is for adults only.
Huh?
Don't turn around.
What?
Trust me, just keep walking.
Wait, where are you guys going? Guys? What just happened?
Ooh, so we can drink lavender tea while eating lavender scones.
Oh, neat. So is this an all-day thing, or?
Oh, no, I know what you're thinking, Cam. Don't worry.
Okay, so look at that. We'll try to look at that.
For the Whaling
When-
Village.
All right, so we'll go full screen on this one. You will see black vinyl with blue tape running down the side, and that is because this van had writing on it. I don't know what it was. It was probably the Four Seasons Maui hotel van, if I were to guess, or some such thing that Transpo had to pick up for this scene. Transpo would be in charge of getting the vehicle, but when it got there, whatever was on there, we could not see. And so I remember Claire and Josh, and probably some of the set deck as well as myself. I don't think I helped too much, to be truthful, on this one. I think this was mostly Claire and Josh. Taking this, you can see actually there's white here as well. So they put a long piece of white, and then they put black vinyl and then blue tape just to layer it and make it not look like a big piece of white tape on a van. So they tried their best to hide it and make it look as natural as possible. And I doubt anybody would notice besides me because I was there and I hadn't remembered it until now. But yeah, that's what sometimes you're asked to do. You're asked to Greek a whole side of a van, and you've got to come up with ways of doing it and making it kind of look nice. And I think they did a great job there. I think it looks very nice, and you would never notice, especially with people walking in front of it, that it was a Greek job at all. I think right here a little bit was some creases and stuff like that. But other than that, man, they did a top-notch job on Greek in that.
Oh, good.
Oh. Okay.
I can't.
What?
I don't want to go. I know I said I'm not a stay-by-the-pool type of guy, but I really am, Mitchell.
What are you
I'm
saying?
saying that I like adventure, but not every minute of every day. Can you just go by yourself?
But the Lavender Ranch, it's It's something two men are meant to do together.
On or off, folks?
Well, I'm on.
I'm off.
Think about what you're missing, Cam. It's an entire ranch full of lavender.
You're not making the compelling
The case you think you're making. I still use that line. You're not making the case you think you're making. At work all the time. Genius.
Hey, you little monkey! No standing around! There you go!
That's why we had to.
Here comes all of them! There you go! I thought you were one of ours!
Hey, Jay! Be careful, you're gonna hurt somebody. Like you.
Don't get too comfortable. I reserved this a tennis court.
Jay. I thought that one of the advantages of marrying an older guy was that I was going to be able to relax. But all this swimming and running and rowing, it's just like how some of my relatives got into this country.
You know,
the infinity pool, Four Seasons Maui. Look at that, clouds. Oh,
in the bathroom.
beautiful.
You're funny.
You're nice.
I have always been nice.
I've always been funny.
Well.
Mom? Dad?
Ignore
No,
her.
the.
That could be anyone.
Bill and Claire Dunphy?
Yes, Haley, honey, what is it?
I'm gonna go get some shaved ice at the hotel next door with some kids.
What kids?
Just some kids I met at the pool.
Okay, I should go with her.
Claire, no, you have to learn to let go. Turning a family vacation into a honeymoon takes commitment. You can do it. Eye of the tiger.
Hello?
She's so good.
No,
Sarah is
that
so
is
good as
not
Haley. Oh, my lord.
Eye of the tiger.
All right, Haley, honey, go and have fun, but don't get in anybody's car and be back in time for your grandfather's birthday dinner, okay?
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. Oh, God. That feels weird and good all at once.
I know, I was leaning up against that nozzle a minute ago.
Hey, you're back. How was it?
Oh, Cameron, it was
All
the most
right.
incredible thing
So-
I've ever seen in my entire life. And you know
Really?
who else was there?
Who?
Elton John.
No.
Yes, and he was so
All right, let's take a look at our poor Lily here. So, this was the scene. Steve Levitan directed this episode. I'm sure. My drink looks really good right there. Poor Lily. Was not having it today. She was crying so hard and to the point where she was having the sniffle hiccupy thing. She was just not happy at all. Previous to this, I had brought Fake Baby out, and like I said in the beginning of this, Fake Baby had seen better days. Fake Baby was starting to deteriorate pretty heavily, and Levitan looked at me and he says, "No, I don't ever get that off the set. I don't ever want to see that baby again on the set. I don't ever want to see it again. It's horrible. Go find a volcano and throw it in it." I said, "Are you sure?" And he's like, do not bring that baby back to set." I was like, "Okay, fine." And I made a huge deal of picking up the baby, putting it over my shoulder, and walking off. And my first AD, Lisa Statman, was the first AD on this episode, looked at me and said, "Don't take that baby far." I was like, "My director and my executive producer just told me to get this off the set." She's like, "Don't take that baby far." I was like, "Okay." And so I took it back to the cart and kind of hit it on the thing. When we got to this day and this scene, and Lily was just not happy at all. And we tried and we tried and we tried, and we just could not get this take. And finally, Levitan said, "All right, let's just use Fake Baby." And I of course, being me, instead of discretion being the better part of valor, I was like, "I'm sorry, sir. What? You told me to take that baby off and throw it in a volcano, and we should never see it again." And he's like, "Just go get the baby." I said, "Yes, sir." So yeah, we end up using, I believe, Fake Baby for some of the shots in the scene. We'll see. But I do remember being told never to bring it back to set, and then later having
Blown
to
away
bring
by
it
the
back
beauty
into
of
this.
it, he sat down at their lavender piano and played Tiny Dancer, and we bonded because he too likes adventure.
Did that really happen?
No, that didn't really happen. I'm just trying to get back at you for bailing on
She's
me.
doing really
Sorry,
good
if it means
here.
anything, we've been relaxing here doing nothing.
But
Maybe
you can
can
see
join us
her
tomorrow.
body
I
shaking
just
because she's look
don't
at her.
find
She was
relaxing
shaking
that
a little
I
bit
relaxing.
understand you are.
because
who
she's
you
just
are.
holding back her
Hello, honey.
tears.
You know what? I think it's
My
because
drinks,
of
on the
my
other hand, look
parents.
It
fantastic.
always is. Kipu.
My vacation with my mom and dad was them
That
sitting
right there is
around
fake,
like
baby.
statues
When we
you know,
tighten
the
up.
only thing that me and Claire could do for excitement was sit around and listen to my skin sizzle.
You poor thing. Sue.
Yep.
So that's
Fake
like,
baby
that's
again.
why when I'm on vacation,
That
I
was a
wanna
good job
go out and meet
rebranded.
the
Now we
locals.
get
I
the
wanna immerse
obligatory
myself in the culture. You know, I don't wanna
close-up of her
slop
so
around
we
and
can
go,
pretend that was
sweet
still
Lady
her.
Gaga, that is good. Oh, thank you. What's this called?
Happiness.
Oh.
So we did get a lot of use out of her.
Is there any sand
But
left
when
on
we
the
did
beach,
to the
or
close-ups,
did you
fake
bring it
baby.
all up to our bathroom? Sorry, Mom. And now you're sitting on my linen jacket. Yes, I can't have nice things.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was there.
It's okay.
Oh! Oh!
Stop! I'm wearing that tonight.
I'm wrinkling your linen. I'm wrinkling your linen. Ooh.
You know what? Out! I want you out. This isn't working. I don't care where you go, as long as you don't stay here.
What are you saying?
What
don't
are
you
you
understand about
saying?
out?
Fine. I'll just move in with my sisters. Ooh.
Oh no! Who will peel over the bathroom floor?
I was brushing my teeth at the same time. You try to do that.
You tried to do that. That last was an ad-lib by Nolan, who's a genius.
You
I
did?
haven't napped in years.
Yeah, it feels good, doesn't it?
Good and weird.
Kind of like that one nozzle in the infinity pool.
I wouldn't know if Phil was hogging it.
The callback on the nozzle joke.
Yes, she is. I think it's because she's really
Our little
picking up
Lily
energy,
sleeping.
You know? It's like if we're tense, she's gonna be tense. And I think we need to bring this new energy home. It's gonna What happened? You didn't bring her. I thought you had her.
Come on, let me paint you.
Oh, sweetie, that is so creepy. Where is everyone?
Okay, let me just say what everyone's thinking. My jacket's a mess. It wouldn't be, but someone used the iron to make grilled cheese.
I had bread. I had cheese.
And had an iron. What was I supposed to do?
Kids. We don't care.
Hola, hola.
We don't care.
I'm so sorry I'm late. Where is Jay?
He's not with you?
No, he came down a long time ago.
Oh, don't worry. I'll go have a look around.
Yeah, he's probably in the ocean trying to...
Oh, I'm kind of wearing a Phil shirt right now.
Well, look who decided to join us. And where is your sister?
She is in our bathroom throwing
throwing
up.
up.
Well, what happened?
You're not going to like this as much as I do, but she's drunk.
I knew I never should have left.
That's awesome.
Guarantee our bathroom is still messier.
Great line to go out on.
Where is the elevator?
Where? I don't know. I'm taking the stairs.
Lily, we're coming for you.
Hey, you. Where you headed?
Well, remember earlier in the pool when you convinced me to let Haley go next door with complete strangers?
And you were totally on board, yeah.
Yeah, well, she got drunk and now she's upstairs throwing up.
But she's just a kid. Who would serve her?
We did, honey, on a silver platter. Look, you convinced me to relax and let go, and now this happens.
I'm sorry, but we shouldn't feel bad about wanting a little time for ourselves.
Sweetie.
Oh, look how good Lily is right there.
From now on,
It
I'm
is
not
the
losing
cutest
sight of
thing in the
them
whole
for
world.
2 seconds. Nothing gets past me.
Perfect. That was a perfect
Did you find
scene.
Jay? I'm getting worried.
I'm sorry, I have to deal with Haley.
No, you know what, sweetie? I will deal with Haley. You go see if you can find Dad.
I'll look for him out there.
Lily, where are you going, huh?
That was the line that was absolutely perfect. And we actually didn't use it. That was a different take. We had it in the script of the door opening and Gloria seeing it and saying, Lily, where are you going? Or Lily, what are you doing here? And when you read it in the character's voice, you hear it in a certain way. And then when you get on set and they do it in a different way, that's wonderful and surprising. It's one of my favorite moments to be on set. And this cast did a lot. But of the moments, this is one that stands out to me. There's one that Haley does when she's, I think, also in Musical Man, when she's getting out of the the wrapped van, and she says, "Oh, that was fun," and it's just not the way I heard it when I read it in the script, and it was such a wonderful, perfect read. But the way that Gloria says it in another take is she's like exasperated with Lily, like it was her fault. She's like, "Lily, where are you going?" And then she goes in and gets Lily because it was a bigger. She came in with more energy in that take, and it was a bigger take for her. She was more worried about Jay in that take, and I loved it. I loved it. We used this one, which was still very good, but not quite as, and in my opinion, not as good as her read that I vividly remember when we were doing the scene of her being bigger and more exasperated with Lily. Where are you going? Or what are you doing? Lily, what are you doing here? It was beautiful. I absolutely adored it.
God.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my God. Wow. What were you thinking?
One of the kids had an ID and she bought some drinks.
Mm-hmm.
I tried one, and then another one. It's stupid.
Yes.
So good.
Yes, it was stupid, but you are really lucky that this did not end as badly as it could have. This is why we always say to you, when you drink, you make bad decisions.
I know.
I love
One minute you're having wine coolers at homecoming, and the next, the game of Truth or Claire sweeps your high school.
Thanks for not yelling at me.
Oh, honey, that would just be cruel. I'll wait till you feel better to yell.
I don't think
I
I'll
love
ever
this.
feel better.
I love how Claire plays the smell. There's no smell in there, but Claire, that Julie is playing it. She's playing the smell of the vomit, and it's just, we're dealing with underage drinking. It's just, this scene is absolutely fantastic. And Sarah's perfect. Julie is perfect. This is a fantastic scene, and Claire has the perfect read at the end with her yes. It's amazing.
Does this happen every time you drink?
Yes.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Oh, it's so good. And then the quick camera take.
Over here.
Oh. All right. So we're going to talk about this scene as well. We have some favorite scenes. Everybody has their favorite scenes. Everybody has a scene where we think is super funny. I think this scene, to a man, ends up being one of the funniest in Modern Family lore. I think we've ruined takes on this scene. I think Preston was booming up top. I think Ed actually talks about this in an interview somewhere. And Preston ends up laughing because this scene's so funny. I remember Trey and Brandon both turning their head. They said they had to turn their head away from camera. There are camera guys. They're the guys looking through the lens to make sure the shot's in. And they had to turn away because they were starting to break and laugh so hard that they were going to ruin the take. This was one of those takes and one of those scenes that had all of us truly laughing in hysterics. It was absolutely fantastic. And I think we had it probably by take 5, take 6, easy. And I think we ended up doing a few extra takes on this just because we were laughing and having such a good time because it was so funny. It was so incredibly funny. Both Ed and Ty just milked it to the perfection. It was absolutely amazing. Also, I believe, if I remember correctly, some of the background in this scene was our liaison with the hotel. I think we got them to get a little background cross in this scene. I believe it was the people who were helping us at the
Hey. Hey. What are you doing?
I'm stuck. I laid down, my back went out.
Oh, well, don't you worry. We're going to get you out of here. Grab on.
You know, Phil, this might not be the best.
No. I'm just going to rock you. Like a hurricane. I'm kidding. You're too old to get that. Here we go.
Wait, why don't you just get someone who works
No,
here?
this is going to work. And...
Oh, wow. You're spasming. Don't move. Don't move.
I don't get... By the way, I just want to thank you for this trip. It's really been a vacation of a lifetime.
Yeah, I believe those two actually were
Nothing weird. Aloha.
our liaisons.
I keep my wallet in my front pocket, so that's
What that
what
is.
that is. Neck going. I'm sorry.
The scene. Oh, the scene is so good.
Anyone?
Oh my lord. So good.
This way.
You're looking for someone?
Lily, I'm so worried. We just got distracted.
We're idiots. Don't beat yourself up. I used to lose money all the time. Now I lost your father. These things happen.
She's right, you know.
Did she say my father's missing?
That little camcorder that we were still using. This was back in the day before you shot everything on your phone. This was still in the area of little handheld camcorders. So that was carryover from when they were in the elevator. I'm just saying I did a very good job with my content.
I know we're parents, but can't we be lovers too?
This may be my worst birthday ever.
There you are.
Hi, honey. He was stuck in a hammock. It was actually really funny. I was on top of him for like 20.
You need to go.
Good night.
My back seized up.
Yeah, because you overdid it after that phone call about your father.
Can't believe I'm as old as he was. Let me sit down here. You'd have liked him, my old man.
I'm sure.
And he'd have loved you. My God, that guy, he was a charmer.
I know that type.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. But I'll tell you something. Our family vacations were nothing like this here. 1 week a year in a rented cottage on Lake Erie, spiders this big.
Lake Erie, my home.
I just wish he could have seen how things turned out.
Well, if you keep going like this, maybe you can tell him yourself, or I can tell him, because you're about to kill me, Jay. My legs, my arms, my back, everything is sore.
So I wore you out, huh?
I don't
No,
Don't
no,
get
cocky
cocky,
old man.
When I sit down, I can still get up. Hey. Okay, come on.
It's another wonderful, lovely scene between those two.
The rest of the trip went better. Haley's room stopped spinning.
This is so good.
And the monkey? Want some eggs Benedict? So creamy.
I love that. It's so good.
Jay got back to the vacation he always wanted.
This scene, I deal with food. Props deals with food. Ed O'Neill hates onions. Hates onions. Hates them. He's like, don't even if it no onions. And if the onion even touched the burger, I'm gonna know. So, and I'm like, yes, sir, absolutely, no onions. So I made it very clear to the kitchen, hey, no onions on this. And I got 2 burgers, no onion, and I got 1 burger with onion. And there is a certain, I don't want to say fear, but there is a certain apprehension that goes through you when you're like, I don't, please don't let us get those started. So I took sent it back. I took the onions off. I said, make me another one as fast as you can. No onions, because at this time I was still, young. I was still, it was my first year on set with the show. And I, really wanted to do good work, and I didn't want to, upset my actors, and they asked me to do something, and I wanted to do it correctly. But it's amazing how much you're like, Please don't get to that third burger. Please don't get to that third burger. I don't want. And what if he's right? What if he can really taste onion? So you'll notice, I think I cut these in half. That way I could get more takes out of them while they were making it. And I don't think that burger ever made it in time. And I think we had to go to that third burger. So luckily he didn't taste it, because his hatred for onions was very direct to me. He's like, trust me, I really don't like them. Yeah.
And Mitch and Cam
they were
managed to do some
maybe
sightseeing at
mini
a working
burgers.
banana plantation, where they promptly lost Lily again.
Why did you dress her in jungle prints? Because I thought it would be cute. I don't think she's back in Vietnam.
So that's the only scene outside of the Four Seasons Maui, right there. That was a day trip that I didn't have to go on. I think I sent their ring. No, not their rings, because they weren't married at this time. I sent their sunglasses with them, and that was it. And the rest of the day I spent on the beach. At the pool that you saw it in the beginning, because the whole crew stayed at the Four Seasons, by the way. The whole crew stayed at the Four Seasons. We all were given rooms there. It was amazing. So that pool where he was throwing everybody in, the pool you see at the beginning, and then we spent a good portion of my day there, and then went down to the beach. And that night, I think I ended up listening to Whale Song as well. I mean, it was a magical trip.
Honey! Me and Claire, we had a great time.
All right. This was also my very first production meeting. It might have been my very first production meeting ever. Probably not, because I did some 4-camera stuff that I think I had to be was at a meeting too. But this was my very first Modern Family production meeting that I sat in, and it would set the tone for the rest of our production meetings, which in my mind were legendarily bad. They're terrible waste of time. I remember being in the meeting with my boss Jody, and I remember us talking about this next scene, and I said, we were talking, and we were like, Jody, I think somebody asked a question, and Steve was like, "No, guys, it's small. This is a small thing." Okay, and so I think somebody else asked a question about it, and he's like, "Guys, this is a small thing." And like a fool, I was like, "Okay, so when we get to the ceremony, is there a ring exchange or anything like that? Because I need to know. I need to know if we needed to put rings on their fingers, if there was going to be that type of." He's like, guys, you are overthinking this. This is a very small thing. It's not going to be anything. And Jody just kind of looked at me, because Jody wasn't going on this trip, by the way. It was just me, and there was actually another prop master whose name, forgive me, escapes me at that time, who was propping it. Who was a Hawaii prop master, works there, and so he was propping and doing the show with me when I arrived. So this was my chance to have, because once we got there, it's what he had in his kit and what we had brought with us, and then that's it. There's not a lot of stuff that I can go and get on the fly too quickly. You know what I mean? So I wanted to be ahead of the game, and I remember, that in the production meeting. Yeah, this is very small thing, guys. Don't think too far into it, and then we get to it, and it's roses. I think it's roses and rose petals and candles.
Get that honeymoon.
I mean, it's a whole thing. Ukulele.
Too much from this vacation.
You were so sweet to try.
I remember we trying to do it at sunset for Magic Hour.
Like you said, the thrill is gone.
I never said that.
No, it's over. But wait. Put a few seconds back on the clock. The kid still has a few moves.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a ukulele, there's flower petals on the ground, there's, Jay's holding flowers to walk him down. Everybody has, that's not a small thing. A couple of chairs and stuff like that. It may look small, but when you're trying to do that on the day without any planning, it puts a little bit on your crew while you're there. And that's just, look, that's our production meetings in a nutshell. They were, in my opinion, one of the biggest wastes of times. I didn't have to go to them, and still starting at season 5, I actually had to start going to them, and you had to drag me to those things because they were god awful most of the time.
Oh my God.
I figured out why we couldn't have a honeymoon. Because we never had a wedding.
Oh my God.
I still can't tell if you think this is lame or cool.
I think it's incredibly cool.
Looks like I finally get to walk you down the aisle. You better walk me.
Okay, I'll do it.
Ed's so good.
We're here today to celebrate the renewing of the marriage vows of Phil and Claire. On this day, they've chosen to reaffirm their love for each other. You may kiss your bride.
Oh.
I present to you still as husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Dunford.
It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, rising up.
This is the actual gentleman who is that gentleman who was actually singing this.
And the last known survivor
Delightful, wonderful.
And he's watching us all in the eye of the tiger.
We don't have cranes on our show, so that wasn't a crane shot. I think that was probably either Brandon walking with the camera or Trey.
Choosing Continental Airlines.
Thank you. You know, honey, if anything were ever to happen to me, I would want you to get remarried.
Okay.
I was a little fast.
Oh, no, I just want to make you happy.
Okay. Any idea of who you would
Vicky
marry?
Conroy, probably. She works in my office. She's very organized. The kids love her.
Are you guys talking about Vicky?
Yeah.
Mom, she's awesome.
Just so you know, if something were to happen to me, I
Something's gonna happen to you.
Good camera take. Wonderful. Nothing but amazing memories of an amazing trip and an amazing episode. Just, I don't know. I can't say anything else about it that I haven't said in glowing terms already. It was a absolutely wonderful experience from start to finish and a great episode. So thank you for taking the time for me. I hope you guys loved it. I can't see how you wouldn't have. It was just really good. If you like what we're doing here, maybe throw a like, throw a subscribe, maybe let some other people know about it if you think they'd like the content too. Thank you for hanging out. We will start back in next week and we will do the last episode of season 1 of Modern Family. Until that time, see ya.